This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Janine Lasant discusses Holy Family Academy's plans for returning to school in Hazleton. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us at SSPTV News. I'm Ken Carr with your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Standard Speaker reports that on Tuesday, Luzerne County Council was asked by several members of the public to investigate the death of an inmate who died in custody. Shaheen Mackey died in 2018 after being restrained by correction officers at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility. He suffered a seizure after the incident. An autopsy was done and Mackey's death was determined to be from natural causes, and the Luzerne County District Attorney determined the officers did nothing against the law. The Wilkes-Barre chapter of the NAACP is asking the State Attorney General to look into the death. Earlier this month, video of the events leading up to Mackey's death was leaked on social media. For more information on this story, read Thursday's Standard Speaker. Emergency personnel were busy in Tamaqua on Wednesday with 2 fires and a car accident. The first fire was at a garage on Rolling Mill Avenue around 12:54 p.m. Then there was an apartment fire at 1:23 p.m. 4 people were rescued from that fire on West Broad Street. None of them had serious injuries. During the second fire, an accident occurred at West Broad and Hunter Streets with injuries. Other fire departments helped emergency crews in Tamaqua. According to Jill Whalen's article in the Standard Speaker, it took 40 minutes to get control of the garage fire and 3 hours for the apartment fire. The apartment at 322 West Broad Street was very damaged and cannot be occupied. Now we continue our series on back-to-school plans for students in the area. Here's Janine Lasant.
Joining me now are Superintendent of the Catholic Schools for the Diocese of Scranton. We have Kristen Donahue and also Jason Tribbett, who is the principal at Holy Family Academy. That is the Catholic school located in Lower Luzerne. It's actually in our coverage area, and I thank you both for joining me via Zoom here on SSPTV News.
Yes, we are. Thanks for having us today.
Thank you for having us.
Kristen, I'd like to begin with you as a whole, looking at the Diocese of Scranton and what the district, or I should say the diocese, is doing to keep kids safe in Catholic schools this coming school year.
Sure. Thanks, Janine. Yes, we've been working, diligently since we actually got out of school for the 1920 school year in preparation for a safe return to in-person learning for the 2020-21 school year. We formed multiple committees. Our diocesan committee at the diocesan level is the Health and Safety Committee, and it's comprised of our central administration as well as principals within the diocese, and so 2 medical professionals as well as clergy and parents who help us review the data that's available to us and most current and rooted in science, to help us make the best decisions to create, the safest environment for our students, so that we could return for, 5 days of learning in person.
Sure.
So, Mr. Tribbett, as we look at Catholic schools going back to person, have we seen an increase or a decrease in enrollment for Catholic schools for Holy Family Academy?
Yeah, at this point, right now where we're at this year compared to last year, we are a little bit down in our enrollment. And I think some of the families are still waiting to see how things progress once the year starts, to see how it goes before they're making that decision to come back to school in person. The diocese has offered a virtual academy for our families and for our students that are interested in doing that option. And we have seen several students take advantage of that. With the Hazleton School District coming out with their plan, going all virtual for the first 45 days at a minimum, in the last few days we have seen an increase in the number of calls and inquiries coming in about families that would like to send their child in person rather than stay at home.
What are the major safety precautions that the school is taking when kids go back to school?
I think the biggest thing is our classroom setup. Typically at the elementary level, you'll have students grouped in desks that are close to each other because they're working in small groups. But we went through every one of our classrooms, and every desk is 6 feet apart from each other. So it looks completely different than it has in the past, especially for our younger students. So I think that's number one, is making sure the desks are safely 6 feet apart from each other. The classes that have higher enrollment and we weren't able to fit that amount of desks in the classroom, we actually relocated those classrooms to our cafeteria, which is a bigger space, so we were able to spread them out there. With that, our cafeteria service is going to take place in our classrooms. As Kristen said, so we're going to limit the amount of movement within our students. So students will remain in class for our cafeteria service and will not move about into the cafeteria like they normally would.
Is it true that students will be wearing their gym uniforms and then washing them every night?
Yeah, for the beginning of the year, when with the warmer temperatures, and especially in our school upstairs, it does get a little bit warmer. So we're going to allow them to wear their gym uniforms, and then we'll transition to our regular summer uniform once the fall hits and the weather gets a little bit cooler.
Well, I know we can talk about this issue for several more hours, but you have information, I believe, on the website, Kristen?
Yes, all of our information that we have made public and published to our parents is available on the Diocese of Scranton webpage, and you can find that information under the Sharing Good Health tab.
Very good. Thanks for joining us here on SSPTV News.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our weather forecast from the National Weather Service. A 20% chance of showers tonight before 11 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 62 degrees. Friday, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 79. At night, mostly cloudy, low of 63. Saturday, we have a high in the upper 70s with a 20% chance of showers after 2 p.m., a mostly cloudy day. Saturday night, 30% chance of showers mainly after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 61. Sunday, a 50% chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 2 p.m., mostly cloudy with a high of 71. Sunday night, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low of 60 degrees. Then on Monday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 77. And Monday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m., mostly clear with a low of 58 degrees. Two interesting in-depth features coming your way. First up, we'll take a look inside the Emmanuel Christian Thrift Shop and we'll learn how it helps students in the area. Then in sports, there's no score being kept, but there's a lot of fun being had at these outdoor gym classes in the Hazleton area. Hazleton Power is hosting a food and vendor showcase on Sunday, August 23rd at Community Park in Hazel Township from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come see different vendors, try your luck at some tricky trays, and enjoy some delicious food. If you would like to get your business involved, email hazeltonkidsfest@gmail.com or message Hazleton Power on Facebook. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of the following. Edith Edie Messerschmidt, 77. A graveside service will be held on August 22nd at 10 a.m. at United Church of Christ in Barnesville. Coffee and refreshments will be served after the service at the Greer City Union Sunday School. The Lamar Chris Funeral Home and Hometown is handling arrangements. And Roxanne M. Yannetti Habervecki, 59 of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonnet Funeral Home in Hazleton. The social news is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. For information, call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.